All right, Shalom, it's your brother Jamar from the Phoenix camp. With that being said, I want to give our honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the brothers that are doing this work in true sincerity. I'm going to jump right into the scriptures. This is Luke 10 and 1. It says, After these things, the Lord appointed other 70 also, and sent them two and two before his face, and to every city and place where he himself would come. So the Lord has appointed men. He appointed men to go teach his word, man. So we're under that same appointment. We have been sent out. What the word apostle means. It means to be sent. We have been sent out to go and teach, man, to go and prophesy, to go and to shake our fist at the gates of the nobles, man, to set our face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. And in doing so, it comes with it's gonna come with persecution. It's gonna become with a target upon yourself. But we don't fear these things, man, because we know these things are prophecy. We know these things are the scriptures. We know these things are going to happen just as they happened in the ancient days. It's going to happen in this day and age also, man. So there will be persecution of the men of the Lord. There will be a target painted on you. The elders brought out, videos of I think it was some type of legislative meeting where they basically they're going to put the label of domestic terrorists on who they call the black Hebrew Israelites, which are, we are not black Hebrew Israelites, we are Hebrew Israelites, but they use that word black to give it a racial undertone, so it's just propaganda what it is, but we know these things are going to come. We're not surprised by it, man. We're not surprised by them by a bit. This is verse 2. It says, Therefore said he unto them, The harvest truly is great, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest that he will send forth laborers to his harvest. We are those laborers that have been sent forth, man. And in doing so, we have the protection of the Lord. The Lord's not going to send on his men without protection, man. That's just what it is. And will there be persecution? Yes, man. Will there be brothers put to death? Yes. But ultimately, we don't care. We don't care, man. We don't care. We know Esau's coming for us. We know his agenda. We prophesied about it. We told Esau his agenda before he made his agenda public. We told him exactly what he was going to do. And we're telling him exactly how is he going to end up. He's going to end up in judgment. He's going to end up in slavery. He's going to end up in death. We know these things, man. So it doesn't faze us at the very least. It says, verse 3, it says, Go your ways. Go where the way that we were sent. Behold, I send you forth as lambs among wolves. Lambs among wolves, man. So a wolf is tenacious. A wolf looks for prey. A wolf is out for the kill. And the lamb, is a gentle creature. But it says, Go your ways. Behold, I send you forth as lambs among wolves. So that's the whole point, man. We are among the wolves. We know this, man. It doesn't surprise us. The legislation that they're putting forth to persecute the saints. We knew that he was going to do that before he made it public that he was going to do it. The elders and apostles have been prophesying and teaching this for years, man. Years. The martial law, the persecution of the saints, the forced implementation of this microchip, which goes along with the force of these inoculations. The mandatory implementation of these inoculations for this Rona. But that's just another. That's just what they call gradualism. That's just a stepping stone to condition you people that things are going to have to be done on a mandatory basis in order for you to have a so-called normal life. But we are those lambs among wolves, man. So I'm gonna get Matthew 10 and 16. This is Matthew 10 and 16, and it says, Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. How do you be wise serpent by being circumspect, man? How wise is a serpent? Well, you go in Genesis 3 and 1, it says the serpent was more subtle than beasts in the field. The serpent, he was subtle, he was crafty, but he was crafty and subtle on the left-hand side. So we have to be as a serpent, as just as crafty, just as a subtle, but on the right-hand side, and harmless. That's what it means, man. But wise as a serpent, but not on that left hand side, but on that right hand side, man, and the side of righteousness. Let's get the word harmless, innocent as doves. But we're not out here, trying to commit no wickedness or sin, man. But we got to be circumspect about how we move and how we do the things that we do. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in the synagogues. You should be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. We have, man. That we have through the internet, through social media, through YouTube. You know, our face has been plastered. Our face has been made public to these nobles, man. And we know that they have a list and they have documentation and they're keeping track of the men who do this work. We know that, man. We know that. They have that's what they do. They did it to the Black Panthers. They did it, but this is of the Most High, so it's a whole different ball game, man. They did it to all the other revolutionary groups in the '60s, but the thing about this is this is of the Most High, man. So this is a whole completely different ball game. They don't know what they're dealing with, basically. But we know, man. We know about their observation on us. We know. So the things that are happening now, it doesn't surprise us, man. The scripture says if anything be of not of God, it'll be of not. Let me get it real quick. This is the verse I want to give right here. This is Acts 5:38. And it says, and now I say unto you, refrain from these men. It's talking about the men of the Lord because they were out there teaching and they were causing a ruckus, so to speak. It says, I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will overcome. It will come. Slack me with the back end. Now I say unto you, refrain from these men. Once again, talk about the men of the Lord, and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. But if it be of Yahweh, you cannot overthrow it, as happy be found even to fight against the Most High. And that's the position that these Edomites, they got themselves in, man. They were labeling the so-called black Hebrew Israelites as domestic terrorists. They got themselves in a position that they're going to fight against the Most High. Well, that's prophecy, man. It's prophecy that they're going to fight against the Most High. Scriptures talk about a war in heaven. When Yahweh Shai comes in the chariots, they're going to try to shoot their missiles or whatever they can at it, man. But they're not going to prevail. But they are going to fight against the Most High, man. And this is a fight that they can't win. On another level, too, going against the man of the Lord, they're just bringing more judgment upon themselves. So we're not worried about a damn thing, man. This just makes us more stern in our belief, man. It's another prophecy coming to pass, that we see, and that makes brothers rejoice because, like I said in a previous video, the more prophecies come to pass, the more close we are to that day of salvation, that day of getting the hell out of here, pretty much, man. But I'm gonna get John 16:2, real quick lesson here at the plantation. This is John 16:2, and it says, these things have I spoken unto you, that you should not be offended. Let's get that word offended. Make you stumble. So, that's why Yahweh Shai told us these things beforehand, man, to be aware, so we don't trip on things that we know are there. They shall put you out of their synagogues. Yea, the time cometh that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth Yahweh's service. And these things they do unto you, because they have not known the Father nor me. So they're gonna do that to us because they're enemies of the Most High. Yeah, your own mother might sell you out, because the scripture says that the father shall portray the son unto death. Something to that effect. Let me get that scripture. See if I can find it real quick. This is Matthew 10:21. It says, the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall raise up against their parents and cause to be put to death. You should be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endures the end shall be saved. So this is what's going on, man. This is what's gonna happen. They're gonna make incentives for you to get turned in by your own family members. And you gotta realize that this place is gonna be such a desperate state that people are gonna do anything to protect themselves, man. These are the scriptures. I'm gonna get Matthew 24:10. But we don't have to worry about these things, brothers, because We know that the Lord is on our side, man. This is Matthew 24:10. It says, and then many shall be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another. So that's gonna happen, man. So we're not surprised about the current events, so to speak. Because we know all the current events, man. We know the next current event. Because we know the scriptures. So it doesn't surprise at all. We don't fear we don't fear what man can do to us. I'm gonna get that Matthew 10:28, I think it is. I'm gonna close it on that just real quick. Let's hear the plantations. Matthew 10:28 says, "Fear not them which kill the body." Talking about our enemies in the physicals. Esau, Edom. We're not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. And that word hell is Gehenna, which means grave. Are not two sparrows sold for a farthing? And one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father, but the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Fear you not, therefore, for you are more value than many sparrows. Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I deny before my Father which is in heaven. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I cannot send peace, but a sword. So Esau, Edom is part of that sword, man. So we're hoping for a reward. We know what's going to happen. We fear not. That's why Scripture says, "Fear ye not, therefore, you more value than many sparrows," man. So that's the mindset that we got to have. Fearless. A soldier is fearless, man. With that being said, just a real quick lesson. Most High willing, hope was edifying. With that, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Bashim Yoshai. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Yoshai. Brothers, keep on pushing. Shalom.